This is the Black Shift Group podcast. Our mission is to create space to elevate, enrich, and expose individuals of color to ideals and concepts that they may not have been privy to. This is your girl, Young Ree.
And I'm your granddad, and that's all relations. This podcast is just real conversations with real people.
We're going to be discussing lifestyle topics such as overall health and fitness, finances, culture, decode some media, and so much more.
After all, no one really knows what they're doing, so let's just swing it together.
All right, so let's get into it, y'all. We on mute.
Well then, welcome back to the Black Shift Group, man. Yeah, man, that's the way to start it off.
Listen.
What's up, man? This is your boy. This is your homie. This is your guru. I don't know. I'm just talking right now, but you know how that go. It's your boy Granddad. I'm doing good. How you doing, Young Ree?
I'm doing well. Ayy, my birthday coming up. We in the month of March. Ayy.
Turn up.
Pisces season. Nah, but how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all, make a move on those New Year, what we said they were? New Year commitments.
Yeah, New Year, New You.
Yes, because as y'all know, my New Year is slowly approaching.
Hey, mine ain't until August, man. Dang. Shoot.
Yes, your girl. It's going to be 27th on March 15th.
Hey, 27th.
A goddess was born. Came onto this plane to bless y'all. But nah, let's get serious. Today, we want to talk about... What we talking about?
Talking about finances.
Money.
Cream. Dollar bill, y'all.
Hey, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get some money.
Dollar bill, y'all.
But yeah, we want to go ahead and talk about that. Because I know my personal experiences with money. Ooh, child.
Oh, you ain't the only one. Shoot. You ain't the only one.
Honey, I grew up thinking that money literally grew on trees.
Yeah. The mindset that people used to tell me, oh, you'll get it back. No.
Yes.
Like, you'll get it back. No, okay.
You can't take it to you with your grade.
I understand that, but it don't come back as easy either, man.
Do you hear me?
Sure.
Yeah, my view on the green paper, the money, the moolah. I always thought it was difficult to obtain, difficult to keep. And I just always thought things cost so much money.
Yeah, man, with me, wow. Wow, man, my money management skills are trash.
Okay, we're being honest. That's good.
Very trash, man. My decision-making skills with that are, like,
not
man,
good?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. Horrible.
Okay.
But it's okay because right now my decisions only affect me. I have like a family to feed and all like that. So if I mess up, it's like, well, you messed up, so you got to deal with it. Not, oh yeah, you messed up. Now your family has to deal with it.
Okay.
So
I like that logic. So, man, that's so funny.
I need to figure this out before I have kids and start a family because that's a L. Like it's a L when you by yourself, but that's a L. E-L-L, not
E-L-L.
Yeah, man. That's an L with the family, man.
Yeah, I feel that. Actually, within the last 2 years, I have gotten a lot better with finances. And within the last 2 years is when I came out of my depression. How about that? But as we mentioned in the episode prior, y'all know I had a very high-paying job prior to the current position that I hold. And I was so broke. Like, I didn't have a savings. I was living paycheck to paycheck. But mind you, I was still turning up, honey. Up, honey. I had an itinerary, honey. Listen, Buffalo Wild Wings on Thursday. Get them wings and get me some drinks in and get ready for Friday. Because when I got off on Friday, honey, we was going to hit the Ratchet, also known as Puff. Yes. And then after that, we was going to go ahead and hit the Grown and Sexy, also known as Mark's, downtown. And then after that, we was going to go ahead and wrap it up with a brunch with drinks. Or if that wasn't available, we was going to go to Cracker Barrel and just chill it out there. So that was nothing but money spent. Because you knew I wasn't coming on the scene without a fresh outfit. And you weren't going to catch me in nothing that I already wore.
Me, I'm a little bit different.
And then keep in mind that I had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment with a car note. With car insurance. Phone bill.
Word.
Like I was broke. And it wasn't cute. I was cute, but I was broke and it was not cute.
Man, I'm a little bit different. I was just blowing money on food. I'm be cool. Man, like $40 meals, man.
Every meal? Like, what was you eating?
Yeah, I was gorging. That's the thing, man. Like, I have an appetite for like 2 people. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
And you was eating good.
Man.
You know what? This gonna make me reevaluate my whole life. Because after this, I was definitely thinking, town center. Maybe.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay to ball out on some food. Like, the thing is, we don't realize this, and I see this a lot. If it was a shirt that you saw for $30, you'd be like, that's a little bit too expensive for my taste. But if you went out and bought $30 worth of food at a restaurant, you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. You'll sign off on that. That's okay, $30 on food. All right, as long as it ain't $40. Like, you see what I'm saying?
That's
like,
true.
Like, I understand food is a necessity to survive, but damn. I was gorgeous.
You was a little greedy boy. That's what it was.
Like I was making trips to the store to get snacks.
Oh, you was ready to take a snack trips too.
Man, like it was food. Food was like, man, like, hey, you want to add $1 to upsize your? Yeah, of course.
No thought about it.
Yeah,
Huh?
like, why would you ask me that? Of course.
Duh.
Up the drink
when I ordered this, you should have knew.
Yeah, like, why you asking me that? Let me speak to your manager. Don't you ever ask me some stupid stuff like that again. Upsize the drink, man. I got money to spend, man. What, 70 cents more? Upsize it. Like, just blowing money on just like, wow.
That is so funny.
And I look back and be like, what did I spend all my money on? Look at my bill, like my bank statement. Taco Bell.
No, you know, I haven't had Taco Bell in a minute.
Man, Taco Bell, like that was one of my favorite restaurants. Now I go there, I get their cheese fries. Like their cheese fries pretty good. But back in the day, man, like I was like, oh man, like
oh man,
yo, like I was really living that food life, like.
You was a foodie for real in these streets.
real, like Man versus Food on TV.
And you know what? When we first started hanging out, y'all, all he wanted to do was go eat. I mean, it's cool.
Food.
But now we've transitioned. We go to parks and stuff.
Yeah.
No food involved.
No food involved. Like, yo, let's go to Waffle House. All right, let's go to Waffle House.
Look, and he keeps it to the minimum.
Yeah, like now I'm budgeting. Like, yeah, I really want this quesadilla might be like $10, but I'll just settle for some chips and dip. Like, for real, like I live off queso and chips.
That is so freaking funny.
I only ball out like at PD because PDQ's is good. Like
what is PDQ?
It's like a premium version of Chick-fil-A. I know people are like premium version of Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is everything, but they got some salads and stuff there. But I go there on my payday because I'm like, okay, I can splurge a little bit. I can splurge a little bit, but other than that, man, I be trying to the bare minimum.
Okay, so y'all see, we were spending our money on what this generation spend their money on. So it was, clubbing, it was eating good food, it was making sure we were serving them looks, and all of that. You feel me? Now we have definitely changed our mindsets. I have definitely changed my mindset towards money. I no longer think they grow on trees. I now think it just floats in the air, and whenever you're ready, you can just grab it.
For real. Man, it took strategizing, man. It took strategizing for me to finally get a savings account. Like I would, and this is a tip that I advise people to use. I would take money and put it somewhere that I couldn't see it or couldn't use it. So I had 2 different bank accounts. I had at 2 different banks. And now I bank it, and if some of y'all may not be listening in America, or some of y'all may not be listening, because we do got some people who listen to us outside of the States.
We do. We had somebody in Guyana that was listening. Yay!
And we got some people who listen in other places like Canada. I think we have
we did have some Canada.
So
listeners.
Here in Florida, and the reason
Thank
that we're
y'all
in,
so much.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. But here in Florida, in the area that we're in, there's this bank called ViStar.
Yeah.
That I bank with, and you get your check a day before. So what I do is I went and got a whole different bank, and I use my ViStar account religiously. That's the one I use. I went and got a different bank, and I started taking money out of my account and just putting it into that bank. And I didn't activate. And the thing is, I don't have the card activated yet.
And that's what I was about to say, because I actually I'm not going to disclose my bank because I also work for them.
Oh, for sure, don't do
that. But I got a card separate from them, which I like a prepaid card. I got American Express Serve, and I actually I cut up the card. You know what I'm saying? So I separate my direct deposit, have that money automatically go in there, and I don't have the card, and I gotta wait 7 to 10 business days before it can get here.
Exactly.
And I can't transfer out of that account either, so it's kind of just in limbo.
Yeah, and then guess what? When you want to take a trip or something like that, guess what? You got money on it. You can't see it. It's out of mind, out of sight.
Correct.
And you don't even realize you're saving it, because when you get your money in your check, if it's getting directly taken out and going into this bank account, you're just looking at the money that you got in this bank account that you use. You're like, oh, it is what it is. And then let that be the guide for you. Like, once this money run out, that's it.
Yeah, I definitely. It's a benefit for you to have multiple accounts, or for you to just separate it like that, because every week I toggle with my direct deposit. So I'll have, the money that goes to the card that's not even activated. I'll have money go into my actual emergency savings accounts, which I can go ahead and access, and I only put money in there that will be sufficient for an emergency.
Yeah.
Considering my circumstance, yes, I do live at home. Thank God my parents are allowing me to chase my dreams. I don't have any kids, so I don't need a very large emergency fund that I can immediately access. So I kind of, toggle with that. So I would use that, for instance, for the podcast, if we wanted to buy some merchandise or something, I have that immediate savings. And then I have my other card. Dang, I got 4 cards. Don't judge me.
Wallet probably huge.
No, it's not. But I have my other card that's all bill money. So that means everybody that I can pay with a debit card go on that card. And then I have my last card, which is strictly spending money. Now, yes, I have all these set up. It's kind of like the envelope method. You can look that up on YouTube, where you just designate monies to certain envelopes for what you spend them on. So yeah, that's a system that I have. Sometimes that system, I fail, and I definitely spend money from places that I should not be spending money from. But it was definitely a mindset change that helped me be able to better manage my money.
Yeah, it's all about your mental state with that, because man, that mental is, I ain't gonna lie, my mental was weak. I know that I need to probably build up my savings account, be tapping into that.
Yeah.
The shoes came out. Oh yeah, I got that money in my savings, man.
And you know what I like to compare? You know what I like to compare it to? Last episode, remember how I said I always thought that happiness was in a destination that I wasn't at.
Yeah.
I always thought having more money and having that savings account and having that credit score was somewhere I wasn't at. So here we go on the metaphysical. I told y'all last episode I was going to get into it. You're going to have to change your mindset because it's just energy. Everything is just energy. So if you want it, adjust your energy to it and it'll come to you. I make half of what I used to make, and I have the most money that I've ever had. And it was a adjustment on my mindset. It was no longer thinking that, I need to be doing this, this, and this to have this. And it was more of, I'm going to relax where I am and understand that everything is going to divinely come to me. So I know, we're set up to believe that, we have to be doing something to get something. You don't. This plane is not set up like that. I know that we've been conditioned to believe that, just everything that we've been conditioned to believe, everything that we've been conditioned to think, that we have to be doing these things in order for us to get to where we need to go. It's not that hard nothing on this plane is really that hard. It's all just based on energy and how you move.
Yeah, I feel like people want to get as much money as they can just to impress other people. Like, I feel like that's the main thing. People are they are attracted to the glitz and glams. Like, that's why you see people on like Instagram flogging money and all that type of stuff, because I guess it's the allure of what you can provide and what you have. But you wind up going into debt doing that, like chasing, other people's imagination of what money is, the status of money. Like, you see people want you to do this. Like, you want to buy clothing because that's what you have to do to look this certain way. Like, one of my cousin always used to tell me this: don't go broke trying to look rich. Or trying to live a rich life, man, because that's a big deal. That's a big thing that why people are in so much financial struggle, because you want to be the person, you want to be that person, but does your cost of living allow you to do that?
Right, and that shouldn't even be the question. You just say you want to be that person.
Yeah, like
what you need to ask yourself, is that person you? Do you really like those things? Or are they hard work for you? Do you feel like you putting on a show? Do you feel like you're taking someone else's steez just to be on the scene? Like, your financial difficulties come from not being true to you. So you need to decide. Like, honestly, once I changed my mindset, I opened myself up to my own abundance. Everybody has their own abundance, and it's never going anywhere. It's just based on where you're directing your energy. So if you're always directing your energy to your shortcomings, the fact that you got to pay this bill, the fact that you're short on this, the fact that the kids got this coming up, then all the universe is going to constantly keep feeding you is, oh my God, we're short on money. Oh my God, we got this coming up. Oh my God, this. But if you shift your mindset to, I always have enough, you're going to always have enough. It's really that simple. And it's like, we've been taught that things are so difficult. We've been taught that things are just so, like, you have to be like almost killing yourself to get to where you want to go. You really don't. Like, you can learn a lesson from a baby. Look at how a baby will come on this plane initially, and they're just into everything, and they're moving around, they're seeing everything, they're laughing, they're having the joy of their life. A person doesn't become scared until someone teaches them what to be afraid of.
True. Ooh. But check this out. I'm gonna be real with you. I was probably one of those people who were trying to live above my means.
Right.
And that's only because my mindset wasn't right at the time.
Yeah, you weren't yourself.
Yeah, I was trying to do other things just to impress people, because I guess that's what people base things off of, monetary value, such as cars, clothes, and stuff like that. So I'm out here spending my check. You know what I'm saying? My check ain't that big, but I'm out here buying sneakers that takes a huge amount of my check out.
Yeah.
And when I actually started working and getting that big check, like thousands a week, I was buying sneakers and stuff, and then that's when I had to shift in my mind, like what am I doing this for again? Like, what am I doing this for? Like, I got money, and okay, I can afford these things now, but what is the real point of it? Like, I have a lot of shoes now, but I only wear the same 2 shoes, the same Chucks and same Vans.
Yeah.
But I got Jordans and stuff, and I'm like, yo, like, don't get me wrong, I think they're dope, and that's just the man in me. But it's like, why am I doing this again? Because that's what someone else likes. Like, what does that bring to me? Like, what type of value does this bring to me? Besides the satisfaction of somebody saying, "Dang, you got those new shoes." Like, I'm going broke trying to live rich just to impress someone else. And it is a mindset. It took a while for me to understand it, but then I started putting money away. Like, I was making decent money, and I'll say, you know what? Every time I get money, I put $100 away. Like,
start small. Definitely start small wherever you're at.
Yeah, like $5, that's enough. Like $1 is enough. Like, that money builds up over time, but you just gotta have that mindset to stay focused. Like, all right, I'm gonna put $1 away today. I'm gonna put $1 away tomorrow, and then by the end of the year, you got $365.
Very true.
You know what I mean? Like, this is an ongoing journey, so don't sit here and say, "Oh yeah, that's a year from now." Like, no, this is lifelong right here.
Okay, and you better not be talking about, "Oh, that's a year from now."
So
where are you right now?
0%. Probably. You might have, no, y'all might have some savings out there. I ain't even trying to stun on y'all like that.
Yeah.
But some people don't have a savings. Some people don't even know what a savings is. Like, you just like, oh yeah, I got a checkings account. No, you got a savings account too. You just don't use it.
So, I know we both had just reckless mindsets towards money.
Reckless. Yeah. For real.
And so, I want to go back to our upbringing. What was your upbringing around money? How did your family, how was it handled in the household?
All right, so with money in my household,
you can go as deep or as light as you want to.
I'm gonna go deep. Okay, I'm gonna share with y'all. All right, so my mom and my dad, Louisiana is one of the most poorest states. So we migrated from Louisiana, came to Jacksonville. Jacksonville was one of those up and coming cities and stuff like that. So I think my mom came down here on a Friday, had a job by Monday.
Yeah.
So she started off small time, and my mom worked her way up to a point of importance in the workplace, like manager, top tier. So I seen how dedication to something does pay off in the end. That's a true come up story. My dad, on the other hand, he was a quote unquote street pharmacist. Okay. So money was pretty good for him.
Yeah, y'all was straight.
Yeah, we was straight, and after a while he just stopped doing it. And my dad probably made more money than what he said he did doing like legit stuff, but he was very tight-fisted. Like Julius off of Everybody Hates Chris. Y'all ever seen Everybody Hates Chris? Like the dad on there, that's man.
He be on it. That's me now.
Come on, man. Come on. So one thing I realized with my mom always gave her last, and that kind of gave me the perception like, if you have to, go ahead and spend it. Like, if you have to. Like, it's okay. But with my dad, it was always like a savings. Like, I know he got a savings somewhere. So, when you're young and, like, your mom is struggling and she's giving all her stuff to you and your dad has, like, his own personal savings or something like that, it's kind of both worlds.
You know what?
So, yeah, and then the thing is, when I finally started getting money, I was like, okay, I want to get everything that I didn't get. Like, I couldn't get. I want to buy the shoes. I want to buy the video game. I want to do this.
I feel that.
So I got that out my system. Like, okay, and then it was kind of like, damn, I think I need a savings account because I'm broke right now. Like, I think I need a savings account.
Not the savings was an afterthought. Okay.
Yeah, like that was an afterthought. And I'm pretty sure that's what everybody. When you get money, you don't care about saving. You like save.
Yeah.
What I'm saving for, man, I'm living now, man. No, savings account, man, because emergencies is like Young Ree said, like emergencies happen, like it's spur of the moment.
And an emergency is not the shoe that you've been watching for like 6 months and it finally went on sale.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, sis.
I mean, if your savings account that deep, maybe if it's deep.
I'm sorry, sis.
hey, I'm trying to get Ree being stern, but I mean,
because I feel like at this point it's time out for excuses. It's time out for the young mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like grow your mistakes up. If you gonna let your mistake be, dang, I shouldn't have bought that many shares of that stock.
Hey,
I shouldn't have bought that many pair of shoes.
That's a good one, because
grow your mistakes up now.
That share part just hit home, because I remember my mom first moved to Jacksonville. She said that they were selling Walmart shares for $50. And you want to know what line reverse of that Jay-Z line? How you think I'm feeling now, Dumbo?
Right.
Yeah, like Walmart was giving shares for like $50 like a pop. This is back when Walmart was the little rinky dink, go in there, no food, it's just hardware. Man, I looked at my mom, I was like, yo, you serious right now? Are you? I understand back then you probably didn't see the upside of what Walmart would grow to be, but $50 share, you would have, like, man, you buy 2 shares, somebody would have bought your shares out. Would have been somewhere on the beach right now, man. We wasn't thinking. See, that's the thing. And the thing is, I'm not even mad at my mom, because we probably had the same mindset now, because if a store was saying, hey, buy a share, we probably like, what
who are you?
Who are you? Yeah. And then later on they become something like Walmart. It's like, damn, I feel real stupid now, man. And Jay-Z said it best in that story of OJ, man. Like, he could have bought something for something and he didn't buy it, and then now it's worth more. Oh, you talking
about the building in Dumbo?
Yeah, and then he said it feels like Dumbo because he didn't buy it, because the worth of it like quadrupled or something like that.
Yeah.
Same thing with Walmart. Like I was like, I can only imagine like my mom saying some stuff like, "Yo, Walmart was selling shares for $50 a piece." And this was back in the '90s, and she didn't buy a share. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh my God, man. Oh my God. Why ain't this money share, man?
You know what?
Like,
You're such an idiot.
Gosh.
No, it wasn't even that. It's just because she was young. She was making the same mistakes that we making now. You know what I'm saying?
She's a young parent too at the time, because this is the '90s, man. Like me and my brother, like we were probably like single digits of age. My sister's probably real young. She's probably $50. Like that can go with my kids. Can go with my kids.
Yeah.
And again, Walmart,
$50 had a lot more pull back then than it has now.
Oh yeah, $50 was. It's probably was like $100 now. Like $50 probably had that. It's kind of like $50 was probably like $20 to us. Not 20. I won't say that. I would say $50 was probably like $500 then.
Yeah, because
now.
Inflation is ridiculous. Like it's ridiculous. Like I remember a loaf of bread, the Nature's Own loaf of bread. I could have sworn it was like $1.09.
Hey, y'all remember those little canned sodas? It was like 25 cents.
Little Debbie's was 25 cents. What are you even talking about?
Debbie's like $1 now, man.
like you used to be able to go into the corner store with $1
and come out lit
and be, I'm rich.
Come out lit.
I'm rich.
Come out
sharing,
man,
at the store. You know what I'm saying? So,
25-cent sodas though. Like I don't know if y'all, some of y'all might be younger than me and young Ree, but it was an Albertsons. The Albertsons. That's how you know it was a while ago.
That's how you know that's a while ago.
Yeah, man. They had those soda machines in front. Used to get like, yo, just get a quarter. Just get a quarter and go get you a soda, man.
They used to be 25-cent check sodas.
Yeah. Now you try to buy a check soda, you gotta go to Winn-Dixie. It was like $3.
You definitely gotta go to Winn-Dixie. Okay, so I remember just now when you were talking about how money was in the household, how the mom would give their last and the dad would kind of have like their own little tight-fisted thing. That's so crazy because I think that that's the dynamic in most African American households.
But then again, because my granddad, like he was the breadwinner in the family for his family, but he was a full-fledged philanthropist. So it's like, I think it kind of
based on that person.
Yeah, I think it's based on the person because I mean my dad. He is kind of like, we joke like, yo, he's selfish, man. That's just what it is. It might just be him.
I don't know your dad, and I just know about whatever you tell me about your granddad. But your granddad sounds like he was knowledgeable of himself, so he was able to move in ways that most people don't move, that don't know themselves.
Yeah.
So it's not to throw anyone under the bus. It's just to make an observation and to learn.
Of course, like my dad, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog, but. You were pretty selfish there, sir.
You know what?
Nah, man. But no, seriously, like, it's all about when money has no monetary value to yourself. Like, I don't think my granddad knew that he probably couldn't take it with him. Like, you making all this money, like, for what? Just to hoarder it? Like, for what? Like, for what?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got my savings just in case I need it. But I don't have to put my whole check into savings. Like, I still got a decent amount of money to do things. Like, I'm not going to just be selfish with it. Like, okay, yeah, like, I had enough money. I put my money in my savings. I did what I was supposed to do. Okay, well, now I can give to this. I can do this. You know what I'm saying? My granddad was a very successful man. You know what I'm saying? He did not hold on to money like that. Like, he was very responsible. He put his money in his savings. And then if he wanted to ball out, like go buy a car, he'd go to the lot and get the car the same day. So, and then like whenever we needed things like computers and stuff like that, hey granddad, can you get us a computer? I get you a computer the same day.
Yeah, because that was an investment.
Exactly.
In his youth.
Exactly.
In his legacy.
Exactly.
That's something to talk about because I see that we be willing to break bread to make our children look a certain way.
Yeah, that's true. The look
a certain way, but you won't go to Barnes and Noble and blow a check.
Yo, yeah, you right.
Just saying.
You hit the nail on the head. That's for sure. Like people go out and blow bands to make sure their kids got Jordans, but you live in a Section 8.
Okay, we ain't gonna go in that.
No, I'm just saying, like that's backwards. Like you living backwards, like straight up. Like like, you will go out and blow bands to make your kids look good, so when they go to school, they're a reflection of how they fly and all that stuff. But what are you really doing to nurture them? Like, I want my kids to be fly, of course, but at the same time, I want to feed them as much like how my granddad did. My granddad did not buy me not one pair of sneakers. He was all about me wearing like Walmart stuff. I'm not gonna even lie to you. He tried to give me some 2-strap shoes from Walmart. Dead serious.
Because I think he just wanted you to.
It's like you said. It's like you said. It's the investment thing. Like, he was all for investment. Like you going off to college? I'll get you that laptop. I'll get you a laptop.
Right.
Y'all want like he was not a person that was like, yo, I won't invest in you if it's only about schoolwork. Like, it was like he was so immersed in us doing positive things that he would give us stuff. Like, he don't have no problem blowing money on us if we doing the right things. Like I remember he was against earrings. He was like, okay, I'm against earrings, but I'll personally take you to get your ears pierced if you get AB honor roll.
Right.
You see how that worked out? I excelled in school. He gave me a reward. He was willing to blow money. Like, hey, granddad, I'm about to do this.
I mean, and I'm not just sitting here, I don't want y'all to think that we're just sitting here downplaying the fact that you reward your child on whatever it is that you reward them on.
Man, I always say this. Reward yourself on a journey. Like, always, if you feel like you want to reward your children, go ahead. I think that we get too wrapped up in, like Ree said, the look. Like, and that's as black people, because I don't see any other race doing this. We will blow racks on the look and be living not so good. Like, we won't even think to go out and get them a computer or something like that. Oh, that's too expensive. You know what I'm saying? Or leapfrog for your kids when they're growing up. Leapfrog is expensive now. Like $300. You won't buy a leapfrog that helps your child learn for $300, but you will go buy Jordans and Nike and.
But it's not even just buying the leapfrog, you know what I'm saying? Because almost every child I have encountered, they have some sort of technology. They have some sort of iPad, some type of phone, tablet, things like that.
So let me ask you a question about that. Do you think and then the thing is, what are they watching on the iPad?
And that's the thing. Like that? And that's the thing. I feel like we change up. Okay. The only way you're gonna overcome anything, financial. The only way you're gonna overcome anything is gonna be anything as far as financial, mental, your health, your physical health. Any of that is going to be a mindset shift. Mm-hmm. So that means that you now need to move your mind from thinking that, I got to be on a constant grind and get this money, and shift your mindset to being about growing as an individual. Grow your mistakes up. Grow your knowledge up. Grow your energy up. Like, we can't sit here and constantly point out the things that's an error, that's an error, that's an error. Yes, those things and those people are in error because they have yet to change their mindset. Because now, the Jordan may have been high in the 90s when we were in high school, but now it's the kid that got the iPhone, or it's the kid that got the smartwatch, or it's the kid that got the little hoverboard thing. You know what I'm saying? So we can't say buy the computer, buy the tablet, because those things are getting bought, but there still is no change, and the money is just being spent. Now it's based on the mindset shift. Just like I said, my circumstance for me didn't change until I changed my mindset. Once my mindset changed, my energy changed. Once my energy changed, I was able to just look at everything different and realize that everything is energy. Whatever you put out literally is what you're going to get. So if you're stressing about money, you're going to always stress about money. True. You need to relax and understand that it's going to come.
And I feel that, because the same thing happened to me again. I was making a lot of money, and I got to a point where I was like, again, why am I doing this? Like, what's more important? Like, I wanted to save money just in case. But now I don't really give a care about nothing. Like, the phone I have, I don't have an iPhone. I don't have an iPhone. Like, I got a cheap phone. As long as it work, as long as it call you and text you and give me some internet services, I'm okay. And that was just me, my mind switching. Like, I don't have to go out and spend $1,000 on an iPhone 10. I can go get me a cheap little Metro PCS phone for like $50. Man.
Yeah.
Like I said, long as it works, long as I'm able to text you, I don't need that. I could take that money and do something else with it. Like $1,000 for an iPhone X, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I can do so much with $1,000.
Yeah, because your mind has officially shifted from being on the... I hate to say this. You have shifted from being asleep to now being awake. And when you're awake, you're conscious, you're aware, you're paying attention, you're involved, you're engaged. So now when you're in the store and you pick something up, you're actually engaged. You're not looking for a sensation, because all you're getting when you swipe the card or hand the money over is an adrenaline rush. You're getting your endorphins are pumping. Ooh,
buyer's remorse.
I just got something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a big person on buyer's remorse. That's me. I used to do that. Now I don't do it that much now. I don't even do it at all now, but at first, like back in when I was just blowing money, like I used to have very bad buyer's remorse, because I'd be like, damn, why did I just buy this again?
Because you weren't conscious in that moment that you bought it. And that's the thing. If you now become conscious in everything that you do, become conscious when you wake up. Feel your eyes wake up. Feel your toes fall onto the carpet or the hardwood floor and see what it feels like. Start feeling the things. Stay in the current moment that you're in, and you will no longer make careless mistakes. Those careless mistakes would be getting in bad relationships. They would be spending ridiculous money on stuff you really didn't need, or buying duplicates. Stay present. And I know that sounds so weird. Because I am present. Even the people that's listening to this right now, are you really present, or are you driving trying to focus on the cars, or are you at work working trying to focus on the task? How present are you with what you're actually doing? You actually cannot multitask. Yes, women, we love to say, oh, we can do two things at one time. Yeah, that is true.
I told somebody the other day, you can't multitask. Yeah.
You can't. Because one of those things are not fully up to par.
They just say that, and this is scientifically proven, they just say that your brain switches back and forth very quickly. Like, you're not really multitasking. It's like your brain just like, it's just switching.
Yeah. And so when you go out into these stores and you're not fully conscious, or dang, I just had a bad day, I need to pick me up. So you pick something up.
Yeah, man, that's something.
And you swipe your card.
That's crazy.
And you felt the instant pick me up.
Why do they say retail therapy, man? Like,
yeah.
Like, so in order to make you happy, you have to go blow money?
It's not that you have to go blow money, but you needed something to make you feel like you were in power. You know what I'm saying? You needed something to make it feel like you had authority. So you picking up this item and taking it to the register made you feel like you were in control of the situation. This is my money that I earned, you know what I'm saying, for the services that I provided, and I'm going to buy this item. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's putting you in a place of power. But if you're constantly just aware of what you're always doing, you're always in a place of power, because you're always constantly paying attention. And that's a meditation. Everything should be a daily meditation. And that's the challenge. You know, we're going to get ready to wrap this episode up, but that's going to be the challenge.
Yeah, we gave y'all some a little bit of tips. This was a conversation out of mind, out of sight, especially if you're trying to save money. Like, period. You gotta put it out of your mind.
Yeah, put something else in your mind. Put yourself in your mind. Put growing in your mind. Put reading a book in your mind.
Exactly.
Read a book.
The thing is, and if you can't do none of that, like do me,
you can read what?
You know, people don't like to read.
Hey, y'all better look at that net neutrality.
You know these people.
You gonna pick up a book.
You know these people don't know how to read.
These websites gonna be streaming real slow come April.
You know these people don't read.
I know.
I'm not saying that the listener may not be reading, but you know, people in general don't read. You know, that's real. But yeah, if you can't do that, do what me and Ree do. We take money, put it elsewhere so we can't see it, and just say, oh, you know what? Once your money that you have that you're spending goes to zero, don't even think about touching that savings account. Let it ride, man. Let it ride.
Okay, so before we actually go ahead and wrap it up, y'all already know y'all can catch us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And of course, we're always available on, it's going to be Podbean, YouTube, Google Play, and SoundCloud.
Yeah.
But before we go, Granddad, I want us both to go ahead and give our younger selves, if we can go back and talk to our younger selves, what would be the advice that you would give regarding money matters?
Ooh. I always say this. If I go back, at first I was angry at my younger self. I was like, yo, if I seen him, I'd probably slap him.
Oh, Jesus.
Just boom. What's wrong with you, boy? But if I could see my younger self, I would just pull him to the side and just put my arms around him and be like, listen, man, you don't really got to go to college. And people don't understand that. You don't have to go to college, man. You really don't. I would have told myself, hey, man, you're going to college for something that you're not going to want to do. Like, you're gonna end up in debt doing that. And don't chase the image. Because I was real big on chasing images. Like back then, like Wiz Khalifa was hot. The way he was dressed in tattoos and all that stuff. I'd have been like, yo, look, listen, man, like, that's cool and all. Like, I understand. Like, I'm gonna tell him, like, yo, I got tattoos now. You see, I got a sleeve. But do all this on your own accord. Like, you don't have to rush to be like this. You don't have to follow the trend, because when you get to be my age, it's not even gonna matter no more. You're gonna be like, yo, I'm moving a different way. But yeah, I would definitely just tell him, like, yo, like, just like, don't follow. Like, that was the main thing why I was spending so much money in the beginning, is because I was trying to be like other folk.
Yeah. Like,
trying to impress people. And that's when I realized now, like, F what someone else think of you, man, as far as, like, what you have that is monetary, as far as material things. Like, forget those people, man. If somebody likes you based off of your car and your clothes, man, they don't really mess with you like that. They just doing that because they see some type of value in what you could provide for them. You wasting your money, and you wasting your time by messing with these people. So I would just tell myself, man, just be yourself, and then don't try to be like anybody else, or don't try to look like you're something that you're not.
I feel that.
Yeah. Because that cost me a lot of money. It cost me a lot of money.
For me, young Ree, I would say, suck it up and stick it out. During your time of sucking it up and sticking it out, learn about you and everything that you have to offer.
Oh, wait, you got me drawn in. I'm waiting. I'm sitting here listening.
You are the love. You don't need love.
Say what?
You are the love, and you do not need love.
Jeez.
You're beautiful, honey. Whenever you decide to see it, everybody else is gonna see it.
Hype man like a mug.
Yeah, and that's it. Because if you suck it up and stick it out, that means, yeah, you may not have what all the mean, and I'm gonna call them mean girls because they were mean girls. You don't have and look like what all the mean girls look like. But if you suck it up and you stick it out, you gonna get yours when it's your time. You know what I'm saying? Learn about you and what you bring to the table, because ultimately that's gonna be your gold. That's gonna be your end game. That's what's gonna bring you what you need to have brought to you. You are the love, and you don't need love. A lot of times my money went down the drain because I was looking out for my mates. You know? Yeah. I'll leave it at that.
Well, shoot. Here's something for y'all to do. In the comment section on Podbeam or YouTube, just state what you would tell your younger self.
Oh yeah. Let's do that. Let's start that trend. Let's talk to our younger selves, because they're still in us and they're still struggling, and it's showing up in your day-to-day activities. How about on top of that, before you actually talk to your younger self, pay attention to what you actually do, so that you can actually see what your younger self does through you. So when you go to that store and you pick up that item, why are you actually picking up that item? Do you need it?
Do you need it?
What is this going to bring you? You know what I'm saying? Other than a look. Other than a yummy for your tummy.
Hey man, that's me. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But yeah, y'all, we gonna go ahead and wrap it up today. I appreciate you all so much for this humbling experience. for you guys constantly showing up every day. Little do y'all know, y'all are my accountability partners. Y'all with Granddad is keeping me consistent, and it's keeping me pushing forward, whether I'm failing forward, whether I'm progressing forward, and I greatly appreciate that.
Hey, Taco Bell, if you ever listening, you need to sponsor me. I spent a lot of money on y'all. I spent a lot of money, thousands,
you know what?
Thousands upon thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
Listen, hey.
I bought a house from y'all.
Exactly.
Man.
I bought a car, man. Look, listen, sponsor. Put me in the commercial.
Oh my God. All right, y'all.
Peace out.